Hello everyone, I'm Erica.
And I'm Akilah.
Welcome to HeartsChat. Good evening everyone. So tonight we are discussing how to control your social drinking. So we're going to share some tips and a little bit of information about that. But before we get into our topic, we're going to do our check-in today. So Akilah, how are things going?
Pretty good. Let's see. Yesterday was my birthday, so it's another year older. You know, birthdays aren't for me.
Like, do you want to share?
A birthday. I feel like birthdays for me are becoming like, oh, another day. Mm-hmm. Not really. I think it's more of that I run all the time, so I'm always here, there, like across states. So for my birthday weekend, everybody's like, "Oh, what did you want to do? What did you want to do?" And I'm like, I don't even feel like planning it.
I hear you. Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like planning things, getting people together. Like, it's just not. So it was nice, just calm.
Oh, cool. It's so weird that it's October because the weather has still been so nice.
Yes.
Except, I guess, the past few days or a week or so, it hasn't been as nice. I'm like, I need to turn the heat on. But it's been nice.
Exactly. It's like winter for me. You already know because I'm always cold.
Yep. So
I already got my scarf out. It is like only 63. Mm-hmm. I'm not ready.
Yeah, I hear you.
So what about you, Erica?
I'm doing apartment hunting right now. That's what I'm doing. Trying to figure out, quality. I was telling you, quality versus the quantity and the price and the space and all that. And going to a place where I know people there, but I'm not familiar with the area. So trying to figure out, where I want to go and what's best. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Trying to add that in with everything else that I'm doing or that I do on a daily basis.
Yes.
So that's that. Nothing too fun. So I feel like our check-in is mostly like our adult issues.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing crazy. That's what it is right now. So
okay.
What's it?
Good luck.
Peaks and valleys. Thank you. All right. Well, I guess peaks and valleys, we could add that too. It can kind of match with our topic for today a little bit. So how to control your social drinking. So first of all, we should probably explain what social drinking is. So I think on just a regular basis, social drinking is when you go out or you're around people and you drink, because they're drinking, or you just drink to be social, or just like to have a drink in your hand, or to just be a part of the group.
Exactly. I can definitely agree with that. That definition is just sometimes even if you just want to do it, but it's usually out and about with other people. Yeah.
Kind of like a social smoker, somebody who doesn't really smoke, but then if they're around other people that are smoking, they're like, oh, let me get that cigarette. Yeah. I'll smoke a cigarette or whatever. I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying. Speaking of the person might say that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I don't smoke. But anyway, so we have some tips. So the first thing that came to my mind was a college setting. Because a lot of us, those who go to college, you become drinking age while you're in college. And, sometimes even, a lot of times when you're not of drinking age, you're drinking. High schoolers, are drinking. I don't know about middle school. It might be.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I would say probably.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
I would say probably.
So that's kind of where it starts. I think it really stems from peer pressure a little bit in the original, or being curious, or just testing the waters. And, that's kind of where you start.
I think, though, when we're talking about college setting, it's more the United States.
Yeah.
Because, I feel like that's the time where you become free. First of all, the drinking age is 21, but let's be real. Most people drink way, way before the age of 21, because it's so taboo, and it's like, oh, it's dangerous. Our parents told us not to do it, so let's do it. So it's like, so when you get to the college setting, you mix freedom, no parental supervision, and basically do whatever you want. People just go buck wild. So
yeah.
So I think when we discussed this topic, I definitely thought immediately went to college, because that's where it's becomes extremely social.
Yeah, I think that's what, when people think about college, you think about getting education, but you're thinking about, I can do what I want, and the partying, and people, your parents and grandparents telling you, don't do this, don't do that, watch out for this.
Yeah.
But you get there and there's like parties where you don't have to show your ID. You go to somebody's house and you can, drink. And if you're going to a setting where you're like, oh, I don't want to be the only one, or I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just this freshman, or, I'm following the rules, then you might, cave into that pressure, and it becomes now every time you're going out, maybe you feel the need to have something in your hand that you kind of become a social drinker.
Yeah, that's like part of, like, you feel like it's necessary.
Right. It's kind of uncomfortable. I know personally I've gone out places and I'm in a situation where maybe I don't know anybody, so I'm like, oh, it's kind of awkward. Let me just grab a drink. It just feels more comfortable just to have something. Even if it's like water, but like just have something in your hand and you're sipping and you're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say, but I'm just going to sip this.
It kind of keeps you occupied, or so you don't have to feel so awkward.
Yeah. So I think that's part of it. And then when you leave school, because a lot of us, now you go out and you wake up like, wow, how did I do this 3 days in a row? Like,
what?
How did I
think about that all the time. What?
How did I do that? But then you have to be careful, the line between being a social drinker and then being, an alcoholic, if it gets to that point where you're drinking excessively, more than your limit, or if, you're drinking to the point that you're getting drunk. In school, I think people take it as you're just young, you're just having a good time. Everybody's doing that. Exactly. It's not a problem. But then when you get out,
it's a little bit different.
It's different. You're not a student anymore. You're not in school anymore. Everybody's not doing that. Not that makes it okay, but...
Yeah, and I think that the line, trying to kind of tiptoeing that line of a functioning alcoholic, which we talked about before, it's like you're doing everything that you need to do. You're paying your bills, going to work.
Yeah.
Which may not seem like it would, like most of the time you think alcoholics like impeding on your life in all locations, but sometimes that's not even, that's not the only case. There's more to it. So tiptoeing that line, especially out of school. I mean, I think if you look at it, if you're in school or younger, that you'd probably be like, those kids are alcohol.
Yeah, if you look at it that way.
There's a lot of binge drinking and things like that. So, I mean, it's a careful line to toe because you don't want to go past that boundary.
Right. So I think a good tip would be to know your limit.
Yes.
That's a good tip, to know what's enough for you, knowing not to cross that, knowing if you want, do you want to drink? Don't, not having to feel that pressure that you have to because of the awkward situation. Because like I said, you can grab a Coke, you can grab a water. Nobody ever knows what's in that cup if that's what you're concerned about. I also think in your family settings, culturally, if that's something, 'cause I know some families will, have family gatherings and there's always alcohol there, or there's like a party setting where you have somebody there that maybe they were alcoholic or they're recovering.
Yeah.
Knowing, what do you, I don't know, I guess, what are you going to do about that? Does that...
I mean, this is actually, for me, when I was younger, I did not see my parents, and this is not an exaggeration, there was no alcohol in the house. Like, I didn't see my dad drink something until maybe I was out the house. Like, this was like 20-something years old. I came to the house, and there was alcohol in the refrigerator. I was like, what is this? What have you been doing?
Oh, wow.
So it was like a huge shock for me. So I wasn't really around it that much. Like, I was around it in terms of friends and friends' parents. That's a whole nother story. But like in terms of my own parents, like I never saw it. So it was weird to me to kind of see them in that situation, because now
that's interesting. I think because knowing our background, where I didn't drink till I turned 21. That's like the first drink I had. I'd had wine before. Yeah. But that was my family, like, gave me a sip to try wine. I had my own glass or anything. Exactly. Just, like, try. But my family, we always had, like, family parties. People were always drinking wine and, having their mixed drinks and stuff like that. But in my house, I would see my dad drink, but my mom, as a, like, really little, I remember I saw her drink a wine cooler, and I was like, what are you doing? No, why are you drinking that? No. As we got older, I would see her, like, drink wine and, different things like that, and it was, like, more normal. But I don't know why, with my mom, I always had, like, why are you doing that? But it's just funny story.
That is funny. And I think, culturally here, it's, like, it's so taboo. Everywhere else, like, people and younger not young, but like younger kids are having like a little bit with their dinner or cultural ceremonies, things like that.
The drinking age is different too.
The drinking age is different, and it's not. I feel like it's not as taboo, so people aren't going overboard.
Right.
It's like, so.
I think in the United States we always do everything a little bit overboard.
Extra.
Yeah, extra. Well, again, going back to tips, another thing when you think about family is you have to know for yourself. Like you have this maybe you're a recovering alcoholic or you're kind of, I guess, teeter-totter in the line. I think you have to know for yourself your limits, like we said, and what's enough. And I guess being vulnerable enough to tell somebody that this is something you're struggling with or, to kind of help you out, because that can be really hard to go to a family setting or family gathering or something, everybody's drinking, and this is something that you're struggling with.
Yeah.
Or you think you can be social and have a drink, and that one drink leads to 15 more drinks or, what have you.
Yeah. Another tip I think is to kind of evaluate why you're drinking. What is the reason behind it? Are you drinking because you drink every time you become sad or upset or hurt, or are you drinking because you actually like to drink? Is that something you want to do? Like, it's something fun. That's not something that you need to do. Something that you want to do. I think that's gonna kind of help you decide whether you might need help with drinking and alcohol and things like that, or whether you're normal, just socially drinking. And
right. I definitely think your support to your surroundings is important. It kind of reminds me of when Nicole had that diet that she was on, special diet,
yes.
And then she was talking about all the food she has when she goes home, and then her family made some different things and adjustments for her.
Yeah.
You need that kind of support. So if your family or your friends, they know, they can kind of say, okay, let's calm it down, or I won't drink, with you.
Yes.
Or something, I don't know, something like that.
I agree. Like, the supports are important, people to kind of encourage and, what's the word? Like you said with Nicole's family, encourage you and switch up their style a little bit.
Right.
For you.
Yeah, I think those are good tips. Okay, so that's the end of our show today on how to control your social drinking. So if you have any comments, you can leave your comments below or email us. And Akilah will tell you how to contact us.
Yes, I will.
Right after this.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to HeartsChat today, where we speak from the heart. We hope that you enjoyed our show. Catch us every Sunday and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel and on our website, which is HeartsChatRadioshow.com. Be sure to follow us on our social media pages at HeartsChat Radio on Instagram and at HeartsChat on Twitter, Facebook, and Periscope.
We love to hear from you. If you have any comments or questions or topics that you want to hear about, you can email us at HeartsChat@HeartsChatRadioshow.com. And for all of your personal relationship questions, please visit my blog from ericasheart.com. Thank you for listening to HeartsChat, where we speak from the heart.